Ford Expedition Max, Lincoln Navigator, GMC Yukon XL, Chevy Suburban, Cadillac Escalade, Toyota Sequoia, Jeep Grand Wagoneer. These are all the cars that you could possibly pick from when you're looking for a big car like this. Now I'm going to give you all the details about this car right here so you can come to the conclusion on why you think that this car might be best for you. First thing, as always, we're going to go through all the features. Let's check out the steering wheel very fast. Right here is all your cruise control settings. Cruise control set plus, that would just get you faster, slower, cancel cruise control. This is your distance keep assist. I don't know the exact name for it, but this just basically keeps you a certain distance away from the car in front of you. Lane keep assist, volume down, volume up, and Siri. Moving over to the right, we got our back button on our menu, our up on our menu, down our menu, OK menu, and our menu button. Call decline, skip backwards to go back to your favorite song, and skip forward to go forward to your favorite song. And moving left on the steering wheel, underneath it, as you can see, you got all your lights right here. As you can see, you got your, this button right here will put your seats down, your second row seats. This will open your trunk right here. All your light settings are right here. Parking brake is right here. You just pull. And then this button right here will control the lighting inside of your car. You can make it brighter or dimmer. Now moving over to the left of that, as you can see, you got all your window controls right here. Right here, you got all your mirror controls, lock and unlock, and then your 1, 2, 3, that is your seat keep button. So basically you could have 3 different drivers in this car that have 3 different seat modes, and you can click whatever button you want and that will give them their seat mode. Moving over to the right of the steering wheel, as you can see, no smoking. That is not allowed in this car. Now up here, as you can see, you got your Apple CarPlay. You got another map right here. This is your Ford map. And then underneath this, you got your hazards, traction control, mute. Don't really know what this does. Screen off, like so. If you click that, this is your track back and your track forward. Pause button right here. Max defrost, max rear defrost. This just changes what you want, where you want the air to be deflected on you. Auto air right here. Recirculate air, AC, max AC, heated steering wheel, heated seats, cooled seats. And then this just controls your AC right here. Same exact thing for the passenger. If you scroll this button right here, that is your climate control. Now moving underneath there, as you can see, you have a little storage compartment right here. All you gotta do is just push it back like so. You got a USB type A, USB type C, and a wireless charger with a little bit of storage right here. Moving your way back a little bit, you have your shifter right here. It is just a circle, so basically you got to put your foot on the brake and twist it. Now I'm in drive, neutral, reverse, and park. Button right here is drive mode. This drive mode I'm going to show you right here. If you click it, oh, got to put my seatbelt on. Safety first, kids. So let's click that drive mode button. Right here is your normal. Click it again. Normal again. Click it again. Tow and haul, click it again. Slippery, so when it's raining you could use it. Trail, eco, and sport. That's all the buttons you got there. Now this minus and plus button is not for the volume. This is for towing, so this just puts you in a different gear when you're driving. So please don't push these buttons if you're not towing something. Right here is a little button for your keys. And then your parking assist right here. You could click it off if you don't like the beeping. Now over to the right, as you can see, if you click it open, now you have 2 cup holders right here. And then I'm going to show you the center console right here. You're going to open it up. And as you can see, you have a little bit of storage right here with some coin slots on the side. You could lift this out. You got even more storage underneath here. One thing that I don't see is any USB ports, but you do have right here, my favorite, a DC port. And then behind the center console, you have 2 more cup holders right here. And then if you can see, you have 3 seats, 1, 2, 3. And you have 3 seats in the back as well. Now, if you look up, you got a moonroof, and I will show you the controls for that moonroof. They are right here. All you got to do is just click this back button, and that will open it. Simple as that. Oh, it's opening all the way. Now, I click the forward button. Let's click it all the way again. I want to give you guys some extra tidbits here. Your speaker system is not a Bose system. It's not a Harman Kardon. It is a Bose system. Never heard of it, but it sounds okay. I can't say it sounds the best. And then underneath that sound system, you got extra storage. You got 2 more cup holders right there and some extra storage right here. And then right here is your door release button. So all you got to do is put your hand like so, put your thumb right here, squeeze, and now I've just opened the door. Now let's close it. Simple as that. One extra thing I want to show you guys is this extra storage right here. As you can see, you have a little bit of storage right here, and this button is what releases it. And underneath, you have your glove compartment. So let's do that first. Open the glove compartment. As you can see, not that much storage for a massive car like this, but if you click this button, you got more storage right up here. That's pretty neat. And then a 12-volt charger right here. Now, for all the kiddos that sit in the back seat, as you can see right here, I got plenty of leg space. I mean, this is probably at least 2 feet worth of leg space, maybe 18 inches. It's pretty insane. Now, moving away from the leg space, in the center console for the passengers, as you can see, you got heated seats in both the rear seats. So right here is a heated seat, and right here is a heated seat. So I am sitting on a heated seat as we speak. Right here are all your chargers for all the passengers. You have a USB-A right here, USB-C, climate control right here. Let's click on. That'll turn on the climate control for the rear. And then right here is where you want, if you want to hit your face or your feet, in auto. Now this car is pretty fantastic for having such a massive back seat. As you can see, I'm cooling it back here. Now let's take a look at the third row. You still have plenty of space back here. I think I would have no problem getting back here, but I don't want to hop over the seats to get there. I know you can push this one down and then crawl back there, but I'm getting a little too old for that. This is the view from the middle seat in the second row. I just wanted to give you guys a quick view, and then I'm going to move you over to the side here. You got your window controls right here, door release right here, same as the front. And you have 1 cup holder right here with a bunch of extra storage right here. And let's move over to the other side. As you can see, I am right in the middle. Another door release right here, window controls here, cup holder right here. And then down here, you got 2 more cup holders with a bunch of extra storage right here. And some storage right here. Now in the rear seats, you have your seat release button. So these will basically just move your seats down. They'll push them down. Let's move it back a little bit. There we go. And as you can see right here is a USB-A. And then if you move over to the other side, you have 2 more cup holders and another USB-A. Now let's take a look at the trunk here. All you gotta do is put your hand underneath here, 1 finger, click it. Now it's gonna open. As you can see, plenty of space back here as well. Although it's an Expedition, this is the Max. So this does have a lot of extra space back here. Let's do a quick measurement for you. I got my tape measure right here. We're gonna pull it open. And the back seat, measuring from the seats to the end, are 33 inches, but you really only have around 26 inches worth of space. So that's still pretty incredible compared to a Tahoe, not the XL. I want to show you what it's getting like in the front seat. So if you open the door here, as you can see, you have some pretty neat features right here. You got some mountains, you got a city, and you got another city with your Ford Expedition right here. That's you. That's you driving through the city. How cool. Now, if that isn't the coolest thing that you've ever seen, I don't know what to say. Now, you guys probably know what I'm gonna say. All of my rental car reviews usually are pretty darn good. I usually don't give them a bad review. These are 2023 cars that I drive for 1,000 miles, usually at most. give or take a little bit less, give or take a little bit more. The range on this car is honestly incredible. You have 580 miles on a full tank. You have 19.3 average miles per gallon, which is honestly, in my eyes, incredible for a car of this size. And guys, get this. This car has 15 cup holders. You heard that right. 15! You have 2 right underneath right here, 2 behind the center console, 2 in the passenger side, 2 in the driver's side, 1 on the back seat, 1 on the rear and behind me, 2 in the third row on the passenger side right over there, and then 1 on this side. That is 15 total cup holders. Why do we need this? All joking aside, cup holders are pretty cool. I think 15 is honestly ridiculous, but 15 is pretty cool. Now, the rest of the things that this car has, every other car has. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Tahoe, the Jeep Wagoneer, they all have everything else that this car has. If you get the upgraded package, like the cooled seats. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you what else other packages this car has besides the Max Limited package. As one commenter said on my Jeep Wagoneer video, the mirrors do not retract. I guess you guys really like the mirrors retracting on a $95,000 car. I wouldn't expect it on a Ford, but I guess if you're spending $95,000 on a Ford Expedition Max 2023, you're gonna want folding mirrors, automatic folding mirrors when you lock the car. This car does not have that, so just keep that in mind. Some other things I'd like to mention is, I always call these big cars boss cars, and I'm gonna start calling that on these videos. This is a boss car. If you drive one of these Chevy Tahoes, Ford Expeditions, Cadillac Escalades, any of these big old cars, you're a boss. The reason I call them that is because they're so huge. You really don't see anyone driving these Suburbans or Expeditions unless they're the CEO of a company or unless they run their own company. You don't see many people driving these cars that are just a warehouse worker, you know, a normal picker, or how about just a normal retail worker that works at Target? You know, you're just your normal cashier. You don't see them driving a 2023 Ford Expedition, probably because it's double their salary. But let's keep that in mind. This is double most people's salary, and this is half of most people's houses. I mean, most people bought their house. I mean, if you're over 40 years old, you probably bought your house for less than $300,000. And let's keep that in mind. You're paying a third of your house on this car right here. So keep that in mind when you're trying to purchase a car like this. I mean, honestly, I couldn't even fathom spending this amount of money on a car like this. But if you have $95,000 to spend, I actually really recommend this car. It did have a lot of recalls earlier this year, so keep that in mind as well, because this car was not rentable for the whole entire year of 2022. So when I was renting cars, the Ford Expeditions were no longer available. They were out of service because they had to get their warranty work or their whatever work you want to call it. They had to get it done. And they didn't get it done in time, so I wasn't able to rent this car. Chances are you weren't able to buy this car last year because of all that recall work that was going on. So keep that in mind when you buy this car as well, because there may be another recall that keeps you from driving the car because of spontaneous fires or anything like that. So all in all, I had a blast driving this car. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I will also not lie to you about the sport mode. Sport mode is weak. Obviously, it keeps you in higher RPMs. Your car isn't any louder. It's not that fast. This car weighs 1,000,000 pounds. I'm not gonna lie to you. So if you put in sport mode, don't expect it to be a screamer. But this car is very fast for its size. It also has 3 rows for the kids. So if you have a huge family, highly recommend this car. You get leather seats, heated and cooled seats in the front, and in the rear you get heated seats as well, which is so rare for cars like this. The third row does not get any heated or cooled seats, but realistically, do you really need heated and cooled seats in the third row? Probably not. You probably don't need anything in the third row because you're probably not using it. Most people do not have a family of 7 to put 3 rows of kids in this car. If you do, fantastic, buy it. But if you don't, you really don't need this car. Buy something a little bit smaller, like a Nissan Armada or something similar to that, because you could spend maybe $20,000 less, get the same amount of size, get the same amount of power, Maybe not the same engine. If you like Ford, you have to stick with Ford. But I would highly recommend going for maybe a smaller car if you don't have 7 kids or 6 kids. You don't really need this much space. I didn't even come close to using it all. I mean, as you can see in the trunk, I had plenty of stuff. Still not even close to using it all. I really don't have much else to say about this car. I gave you a rundown on what I thought. I gave you a look of every single button that's on this car, every single port that's on this car. I gave you a look at all the AC controls. I gave you a look at all the cruise controls. I really don't have much else to say other than if you like what I'm doing, please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to like and comment. It really helps me out immensely. If you don't want to subscribe, don't do it because I hate you. If you like what I'm doing, please make sure to stay till the end so you can see all my social medias that I'm going to pop up at the end. All the suggested videos for you right there. And listen to the music that I pick at the end because I selected myself. It's pretty popular music, so I think you're going to like it. Have a good one.